Hello, I'm going to make a very quick recipe. It's basically the snack we say, but sometimes we eat with other meal. Like this, you can consider like street food also, home food also. I'm gonna make this as a like how my mom used to make, like easy way and simple way with the different sauces. So it's a recipe called Dahi Vada. Dahi means yogurt and Vada means deep fried fritter. Let's see what we need. So now what we need I will show you here. So we need chickpea flour. So I'm using very easy one. So the chickpea flour you can find it easy. Otherwise you can do with the lentil. Soak the lentil, put them in the blender with the different spices. But I'm making easy one. So this is chickpea flour. I'm using cup and half chickpea flour or besan. And I have a bunch of spices here for this. 1.5 teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt. Half teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of red chili powder. You can use 1/4 teaspoon if you think this is spicy for you. And this is cumin seed powder, half teaspoon of dry mango powder. This is optional. If you don't have dry mango powder, you don't have to use it. Let's put all this here together. And I'm going to use some cilantro. So I'm going to use like handful of cilantro chopped here. Now we need water. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix this all together first. So now we're gonna add little water here and just mix this well. So we don't want to make this so water, like we're gonna make this a little bit thick paste. Just add water slowly. Don't add a bunch of water in one time, otherwise like very watery. So if it happens sometime, you can add a little bit more chickpea flour or a little bit rice flour also. Rice flour absorb so much water. So let's add a little bit more. So you can see, I mix this all well. You can mix this nicer. So let's mix it, and you can see I'm not making this so like runny. See how you can see how this looks. Okay, so one more thing you can do here, you can add some ginger powder. Or you can use fresh ginger paste. Some people use garlic also. You can use garlic and ginger paste, 1 teaspoon together. Or I'm just adding a little bit ginger powder here, like about half teaspoon. And let's put this aside for a few minutes before we prepare other things. So now I'm going to show you what we need here. So now we need yogurt, Dahi Vada we're making. So this is yogurt. So I'm using 1.5 cup of yogurt here. This is a Greek yogurt, so it's pretty thick. So we're gonna add some water here. Yeah, a little bit. Just add like enough water to make it a little bit runny. And you don't have to use like Greek yogurt. You can use any other yogurt. You can use any normal yogurt. You can use whole milk. I usually use whole milk. You can use fat-free, whatever you guys use. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of cumin seed powder here, and I'm using 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder. I'm using half teaspoon of garlic powder, or you can use a fresh garlic if you have fresh garlic paste, or you can crush them and add it here. Let's mix this all together. Okay, let's keep this aside. And now I'm going to make 2 different sauce for this. So one is tamarind sauce. If you see, you can see tamarind. So I'm soaking this tamarind. You can get tamarind from like any Mexican store you have, or you can get online, or you can get sometime normal regular grocery store also carry. Take the seeds off, and for this I'm going to add a little bit cilantro. If you have fresh mint, I will prefer that, but I don't have, so I'm going to add handful of chopped cilantro here. I'm using green chili, so this is half green chili. You can use less than this also. And I'm using some ginger. I'm using like ½ inch. Salt, 1 teaspoon. And this tamarind. So this tamarind, I'm gonna take this. I will put the link below for my tamarind chutney, how I made. So recipe for this. Okay, now I'm making green sauce. So our tamarind chutney is ready here. So for green sauce, I have a cilantro, like a bunch cilantro, and 1 clove of garlic, and a little bit green chili here. Add all here. And I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of salt here. Okay, so it might be a little bit harder to blend this, so we can add a few drops of water here. Here is our green chutney, but this is not kids friendly because depend what kind of green chili are you using. Spicy one, so it's pretty spicy. But one thing is missing here is fresh mint. If you have fresh mint, you can add some fresh mint here also. Okay, so now I'm heating some oil here. So this vada, this usually people people do like deep fry, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm using half cup of olive oil here. You can use coconut oil or you can use avocado oil. The oil looks hot, so I'm going to drop this batter here. You can see, if you look like it's so thick, if you think, you can just add a little water. So let's drop one bowl at a time. So I'm not like making so big, so easy. That way you don't have to deep fry them. So they can fry like easily in the less oil. Okay, let's check and we can flip this up. Yeah, it looks good. So you can just flip them like just maybe 1 or 2 minutes. You can cook in like when they're golden brown. And you can flip this. You can see one more thing here. So this is the water. I have 1 cup and I add 1 teaspoon of salt. So when I finish with this vada right here, so I'm going to drop this in the water to make them softer. But you don't have to do that. You can just drop them straight to the dahi or yogurt. Okay, so they're done. I'm going to drop them into water here. This is salty water. I'm just gonna leave this into this water for 1 minute or 2. Okay, so look at this yogurt. So now I'm going to put this butter here. So squeeze them a little bit because there's water, and just drop it there in the. Make sure you're getting all the water out. Okay, so here's the leftover oil is here. I like tiny bit, so I'm going to fry this cumin seed here, right here, and some mustard seed. Okay, so here's the mustard seed and cumin seed. Okay, let's fry this one, and as soon as they fry, like maybe just literally 30 seconds, and you can add this in the yogurt. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this straight to this here. Okay, ready to serve. You can see the final presentation right here, and this is the chutney here, sauce. Here's the final presentation. What's going on there? Look at this, is already clean as plate almost. You like
this
it?
is seconds.